I used to be 320 pounds, and I have lost 156 pounds without Ozempic and with no loose skin.
I think the biggest lie that we're being told when it comes to Ozempic is that your body's broken, is that you can't do it yourself and that you need this medication in order to be successful because everything else just hasn't worked. And I disagree. Penelope and I have lost over 250 pounds combined, and we help women to lose weight naturally. I know it's possible.
You guys are being lied to about Ozempic everywhere. You're being lied to on the news. You're being lied to by your doctors. We had a doctor on our podcast recently who talked about Ozempic and all of the pros, and we debated her on it, actually.
Listen,
you can watch that down below.
I get it if you are on Ozempic and you're losing weight for the first time in a long time. It feels good. It feels good not to have food noise. It feels good not to have cravings. It feels good to have the freedom that only losing weight and being thin provides for you. But that impending doom about getting off the drug, I mean, they say it works even when you get off the drug, but that's actually not true. We have women that come to us every day who are concerned because they're off the drug and the weight is not coming off. And it's actually even harder than it was before they went on the drug. And so if you've been told that when you get off of Ozempic, you'll be able to lose weight, it may not be true.
I remember this doctor was saying, well, the benefits outweigh the risks. The benefits outweigh the risks. She kept on saying that. And I gave her a whole list. I have way more papers than this, by the way. Clinical trials, studies, all these pieces on how many people it's affecting and killing and how many side effects it's causing with your heart, with your brain, with your everything. We even had a gastroenterologist come on and say, we don't know what's going to happen. And she was talking to the Ozempic rep at the American Heart Association, and the Ozempic rep turned her away and said, I can't talk to you about the effects on the gastro. I need to know what you think about Ozempic.
When I spoke at the American College of Cardiology, one of the reps was an Ozempic rep. And I said, wouldn't it be great to look at the microbiome before and after? Now, when companies that I approach say to me, no, we're okay, we don't need to, that means they're hiding something. Because if your product is good, you'd be like, yeah, showcase my product. I have a few products. So the rep said to me, are you a cardiologist? And I said, no, I'm actually a gastroenterologist. She's like, oh, we're not allowed to talk to gastroenterologists.
Yeah, the gastrointestinal. Listen, I understand that it works well for doctors because their hands are tied. Their business model doesn't support lifestyle change. They can't handhold their patients with exercise and diet and just other lifestyle changes, stress reduction, sleep, and all that kind of stuff. So I understand.
I just say read the black box warning. And when you read it, you're like, you should immediately be like repulsed and scared. When those girls called us to join our group, they were coming to us out of like fear, like genuine fear in their voices, like, I don't want to eat anything because like I can't eat food anymore without it making me gain weight. And she was even eating healthy food. I remember this one lady really, because she was really tender. She was like, I really want to lose weight, but I can't anymore. I'm gaining weight ever since I came off Ozempic, and I can't lose it. I work out. I barely eat anything. I'm so hungry. I felt so bad.
Yeah, it's a kind of desperation. I understand it firsthand. My mom was well over 300 pounds most of my life, and she was eating out of Weight Watchers and Overeaters Anonymous, and the desperation is real. I mean, you and I understand that better than anyone.
And I'm a big believer that you can lose the weight naturally because it's also the best teacher for how you got there in the first place. Like, I've learned so much on my journey. It's like the best character development you could have.
I agree with that statement. And until and unless you get to the root of what's going on, why you put the weight on in the first place, you won't really solve it forever, whether you're on Ozempic or not. And that's another problem, is that you're really stepping over that piece. And that's the most valuable piece. And that's a big piece of what we focus on in our women's support group.
I love when mom says your body isn't broken, because she's right. Our bodies aren't broken. They were made. Did you guys know our bodies make GLP-1? And we just made a video yesterday on all of the foods that boost your body's natural GLP-1 so you can get the same effects from the drug without the side effects of the drug. And you can learn about yourself. You can build character. Build character, have great skin, have less loose skin, lose weight naturally with no negative side effects. I'm not hearing a reason why I want to take this drug right now. You know what I mean? Like, the benefits don't outweigh the risks.
I don't believe the benefits outweigh the risks. But then again, I'm not on the drug. and I have hacked the code of how to tap into the potential healing in my body and in thousands of other women's bodies.
So Oprah is saying that your body is broken and that you need the drug, and doctors are buying into that
I
belief.
don't know if she's actually saying that.
I've heard her say something along the lines of, you have a disease and we are going to treat your disease. They say food noise is now a disease.
They have to say that so insurance will start to cover it.
This is a lie that people are saying. The media is spreading it so much because it's, and guess what, guys? You're their lab rats. They don't know what's going to happen in 25.
That hasn't been approved for weight loss. That is still true.
No idea.
It's been a drug, it's been on the market, but it's been approved safe and effective for diabetes, but not for weight loss. And we don't really know the long-term impacts of this drug. And that's one of the biggest concerns that I have for you if you're on the medication. But if you want to get off it, we're here to help. It's really that simple.
Obesity is also the #1 most preventable disease.
It is. It is. And a lot of people are saying, well, the benefits are that it reduces your risk for cancer.
So does walking.
And
so does
diabetes type
vegetables.
2.
So does walking. So does vegetables.
No.
Come on, people. Common sense, science. Nature is so powerful.
I know.
Let's stop getting so far away from it. Like a pill versus a treat. Like, come on. There's a big difference.
Yeah. It's an injection, but
it doesn't matter. They're making pill forms now.
Really?
They're making pill forms now on TikTok. That's another thing. TikTok. They have TikTok shops. They're selling fake Ozempic on TikTok. And people on Ozempic on TikTok are making profits off of selling it to people who watch their live streams. We have no idea who's watching the live streams. You don't know if they have an eating disorder, if they even need the drug. They're just, come on, every time you buy this, I get 10%. That is sad.
I think the biggest problem I have with the Ozempic craze is with children. Because we don't know if it's safe or effective for weight loss, giving it to children is a concern for me. But what about their fertility? What about their cancer risk? What about, and so on and so forth.
What about their growing colon and their intestines that we don't know any idea how it's going to impact their gut microbiome?
There may be permanent gut dysbiosis, which, as we know,
12-year-old, I don't think so.
I know. And you need nutrients when you're developing your hormones.
For 6-year-olds, guys they did late clinical trials already on 6-year-olds. But guess what? Novo Nordisk doesn't recommend it for their country, which is Danish. They're Danish. They're a Danish company. So they say diet and exercise for you guys. We made this drug to harm people, but it's fine if you guys don't use it. We'll just tell the rest of the world to use it. Huh?
Listen, we are walking the walk and we're talking the talk, but we're also walking the walk. And I want you to know that we can help you. We have helped ourselves and we're only sharing with you the things that we've tried. So we can't endorse the use of Ozempic. We can only share with you the research that we're finding because we are curious. We want to know.
And last but not least, something you need to know is that once you stop taking Ozempic, nothing changes is not true. People who are saying that are not reading the statistics because I have them here. I have all the statistics and all the studies. I collect the data and they say that 88% of the people regain the weight when they stop taking Ozempic. 71% end up heavier than when they started taking Ozempic. And 52% of people saw permanent changes, negative changes to their body, to their health, whatever it may be, after taking the drugs.
I just wouldn't want to be anyone's lab rat. And what I know is that pharmaceutical companies and food companies are in bed together and they are winning big time. They are making more money than they've ever made in history, and we are sicker than we've ever been in history. Do not be a victim of corporate interests interfering with your health because there's nothing more valuable than your health. There's nothing that's going to even compare to the freedom that true health and good health gives to you, and you can reclaim it. It can be yours.
If you want to join our Women's Accountability Group and learn how we lost the weight naturally without Ozempic, with whole foods, we teach you guys how to cook, how to eat amazing food, how to move your body in a way that you love, that you think is fun, and we hold you accountable every day. Just Mom and I, no AI bots, no random apps. It's just Mom and I and a bunch of awesome ladies. So if you want to join, the link is in the description, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we will see you all the time.